Hey, what's up, listeners? You're tuning in to sqillNChill, brought to you by sqillsite.com. And I'm your host, Laila, back at it again with our next episode, which I'm particularly stoked about. In each episode, we dive into the inspiring topics that can enrich the world of freelancing and entrepreneurship. Whether you're looking to showcase your talent or connect with top professionals, sqillsite.com is your platform to thrive without any commission fees. Let's discover together how you can turn your passion into profit. Stay tuned. Why? Because today we're diving headfirst into the swirling whirlpool of the freelancing world. Yes, you guessed it. We're talking about the freelancing boom and how the gig economy is flipping the traditional work models on their heads. So whether you're a seasoned freelancer, considering a side hustle, or just curious about this massive shift, stick around. We've got some juicy insights and eye-opening stats coming your way. All right, let's get into it. So let's dive into the numbers that really paint the picture of this freelance revolution, shall we? It's not just a handful of folks choosing to go solo. We're talking about a substantial segment of the working population that's moving towards flexible work arrangements. According to a report by Upwork, there are around 59 million people in the U.S. doing freelance work. That's over a third of the workforce. This boom isn't just a temporary blip either. It's an upward trend. The gig economy has seen almost 5 times growth in a decade. And folks, what's more exciting is that this isn't confined to any single industry. From tech to creative services, from marketing wizards to financial consultants, freelancers are reshaping the landscape of just about every field you can think of. Now, it's crucial to understand what this shift means for the traditional 9-to-5 grind. The classic model, where you clock in, sit at your desk, toil away, and clock out, is becoming less of the norm. People are now crafting careers that aren't tied to a single employer or location. Instead, they're building portfolios of gigs that reflect their skills, interests, and let's be honest, their desired lifestyles. The data suggests that many freelancers are in it by choice, not necessity. They're opting in for the autonomy, the flexibility, and yes, even the potential for better earnings. And it's not just the millennials or Gen Z on this train. Baby boomers and Gen Xers are also picking up freelance gigs, either as a side hustle or as a bridge into retirement. The implications of this are profound for traditional employment. For one, companies are now in a tug-of-war with the gig economy for talent. On one hand, they need the stability of full-time employees, but on the other hand, workers are savoring the taste of independence. This is leading to a reimagining of benefits, work arrangements, and even the very fabric of job descriptions. And to wrap this overview up, the rise in freelancing is showing us that work isn't just somewhere you go, it's something you do. Whether from a beach in Bali, a cafe in Paris, or the comfort of your own home, the gig economy is inviting us to redefine the why, how, and where of our working lives. Welcome to the era where work comes to you, not the other way around. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the forces driving this sea change. The gig economy is blossoming, and you know what? It's no surprise when you consider the major forces propelling it ahead. One of the biggest game changers has been, undoubtedly, technological innovation. Think about it. Just a decade ago, the infrastructure to support freelancers was, let's say, pretty basic. Fast forward to today, and voila, high-speed internet, cloud-based platforms, and a myriad of apps connect gig workers with opportunities all over the globe. It's like having a virtual office right in your pocket. Now, I can work with a client from Tokyo in my PJs while using software from Silicon Valley. The world has shrunk, and the office has, well, gone virtual. With just a few clicks or taps, freelancers can find work, deliver projects, and receive payments. No fuss, no muss. Just pure productivity and convenience. This digital leap has made freelancing viable for more people than ever before, and the numbers are showing it. But let's not forget the cultural shift that's happening alongside this tech revolution. Society's view of work is changing, big time. There's this growing appetite for flexibility and autonomy, and the traditional 9-to-5 is getting a run for its money. People are valuing work-life balance more, and the freelance life is in a prime position to deliver just that. Flexibility isn't just a buzzword, it's what's keeping the gig economy's engine running. The allure of setting your own hours, picking projects that spark joy, and working from wherever, the couch, a coffee shop, or a beach in Bali, is pretty strong, wouldn't you say? with this demand for remote work only escalating, especially post the you-know-what pandemic, companies are realizing that to get the best talent, they need to meet them where they are. And sometimes that's not in an office. So whether it's the digital nomad coding away in a mountain cabin, the graphic designer crafting visuals from a city rooftop, or the writer brainstorming the next big novel at a quiet lakeside, the drivers of the gig economy are providing a fast lane for a spectrum of talents. The world of work is morphing before our eyes, and it's exciting to think about where it's headed next, don't you think? Stay tuned as we will dig into the other side of the coin and discuss how businesses are adjusting to this shift. The gig economy. It's not just reshaping the workforce, it's redefining the very fabric of businesses, big and small. So how exactly are companies navigating this new terrain? For one, businesses are now afforded a level of agility that was previously unheard of. Imagine needing a graphic designer for a quick project or a developer to troubleshoot some code. Rather than going through the time-consuming process of hiring someone full-time, businesses can tap into the gig economy, connecting with freelancers who can jump in on demand. This flexibility is a game changer, allowing companies to scale up or down as needed without the traditional constraints of hiring. But wait, there's more to it. By dipping into the global talent pool, businesses aren't just solving immediate problems. They're also fostering innovation by bringing in fresh perspectives and niche expertise that might not exist in-house. It's like having your cake and eating it too, where you get to spur creativity without the long-term commitment. Now, let's not gloss over the cost benefits. Traditional employment comes with a slew of costs: benefits, office space, equipment, you name it. However, with gig workers, many of these expenses are significantly reduced or eliminated entirely. This budget friendliness can be particularly alluring for startups and SMBs operating on lean budgets. Yet it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The gig economy brings its own set of challenges for businesses. Take the lack of long-term loyalty, for instance. Freelancers are free agents, and a powerhouse talent that you rely on might not be available the next time you need them. This transient nature can cause disruptions and inconsistencies in quality and output. Moreover, there's the issue of management and oversight. Working with a flux of freelancers necessitates an overhaul of how projects are tracked, quality is maintained, and deadlines are met. It's a shift from the traditional employee oversight model to one that requires a high level of trust and clear communication. Additionally, while businesses can save on costs related to employees, they may face higher hourly rates for specialized freelance talent. This can sometimes offset the cost savings, particularly if a project runs longer than expected. In sum, as businesses wade through the gig economy waters, they're finding both treasure troves and tricky currents. It's a balancing act of leveraging the flexibility and innovation that freelancers provide while navigating the logistical and financial implications that come with them. But one thing's for certain, the gig economy isn't just a fleeting trend. It's a powerful force shaping the future of how businesses operate. The gig economy is like that trendy new bistro downtown. Some folks can't get enough of it, while for others, it's an acquired taste that they're slowly figuring out. But one thing's for sure, it's changing the menu of work options for everyone. Now, for the workers themselves, this whole gig setup is a mixed bag. On one hand, we've got these incredible opportunities that just weren't there a decade ago. I'm talking about folks picking and choosing projects that they're passionate about. It's like swiping right on a dating app, but for jobs. You've got control, flexibility, and the chance to work with a variety of clients from anywhere in the world, and I mean anywhere. Your workspace could be a beach in Bali or your cozy home office. Freelancers are building portfolios that were once a pipe dream. Graphic designers, writers, software developers, you name it. They're crafting careers on their own terms. No more monotonous 9-to-5 for these go-getters. I met a digital nomad the other day who said he's never felt so productive since he started mural painting by day and coding by night. It's that kind of freedom that's making the traditional cubicle start to look like a relic. But wait, hold on. It's not all sunshine and freelance rainbows. Uncertainty is like the freelance economy's unpleasant sidekick. Without the stability of a regular paycheck, benefits, or the safety net of an HR department, it can feel like walking a high wire without a net. Health insurance, retirement plans, and paid leave become personal mountains to climb, with many freelancers having to wing it when it comes to the fine print of adulting. It's here that we see the need for a new kind of support system, one that acknowledges the changing tides of work life but doesn't leave workers to brave the storms alone. And let's talk about competition. The playing field is global, which means the talent pool is as wide as the internet itself. It's empowering but daunting because now everyone with a laptop and a skill can be your competitor. Standing out takes more than just being good. It takes being unique, being a brand. And let's be honest, it helps if you're a bit of a marketing guru. In a nutshell, the gig economy is handing workers a blank canvas, which is exhilarating, but without the right tools, it's also a bit overwhelming. As much as freelancers are masters of their own destiny, they're also at the mercy of a marketplace that's always in flux. It's the ultimate test of adaptability, strategy, and dare I say, courage. And just like that, we've reached the end of another episode here at sqillNChill. Big thanks to all of you for tuning in and taking this deep dive with us. If today's conversation inspired you to take the next step in your career, head over to sqillsite.com and create your professional profile today. At sqillsite.com, we empower you to connect directly with clients, keep 100% of your earnings, and manage your projects your way. Don't forget, sqillsite.com is more than just a marketplace. It's a community where your creativity has no limits. Join us at sqillsite.com and let's make great things happen together. Until next time, I'm Laila, signing off. Stay curious, folks.